Welcome to yet another episode of Toast the Toss. And with us, we have a shrunken a panel of cricket lovers who will be expressing their views on the fifth and final day of the World Test Championship finals, which was played in London. So, my first question to Bidhu is like, Bidhu, are you dejected or just plain angry?
I am very, very disappointed because of the way India batted in the second innings. Because in the last episode also I said, if we are put uh, in a space where we are chasing 375 to 400, we do have a chance. But I think now, even if we were chasing 350, we did not have any chance the way they batted. In the first innings, I thought Australia batted really well and India's 296 was good. But now looking at each of the teams for both the innings, I think India really batted poorly. And if someone like an Alex Carey can score runs, we have batters who are better than him. And at least, even if we could have lost, we should have at least done somewhere around 375. Anything below 250, around 250 is something which we should not be really proud of.
Okay. Tejas, what were your feelings when India was bowled out in the first session of today?
Expected a lot more fight, to be honest, because Virat and Ajinkya, right, they've been batting well over the years, and these are the situations where they usually get runs, and especially against Australia. So expected a little more fight. I was not really hoping for a win because it was all about a couple of wickets, and that's what happened. Right? I was not really looking forward that India will win. Gabba doesn't happen every single time. We should really remember it, and then just do not compare it with every single test match.
For Gabba, as far as I remember, we had 10 wickets in hand going in the final day, and but one thing which was impressive was that Shubman Gill played a fine innings. Over here, there was a controversy which has been spoken a lot about, commented, the reactions. This, what do you feel about the whole episode? I think should the batsmen and the players taken it with a pinch of salt, or or that destroyed the whole momentum of the match? Like everyone started telling it's unfair and.
No, there's no denying that there is an impact. Of course, he's one of your top order batsmen. He's expected to score runs, and he had started well. I mean, initially, right? He was 14 or 15 or something, and yeah, he was looking good. But in the same way, I would like to say that none of the umpires at ICC elite level, right? I mean, they are there because they have the ability and credibility as an umpire. No one really has any bias towards anything. They will make a decision based on the facts that is given to them. How they use it is totally dependent on them. That is how the game is defined, right? Maybe it was a little I mean, I wouldn't say unfair. It was 50-50, but I know if you're a good team, right? If you have a good 11, I don't think just one bad decision or one 50-50 decision should affect any momentum or the kind of game that you are playing over there. It shouldn't really affect. I feel India shouldn't be blaming that decision because there were 10 other players who could have stepped up and made a difference over there. And now just pointing at one 50-50 decision saying that, okay, that broke the momentum. I don't really see a point there. Maybe the decision was wrong, probably was, but no, I mean, whatever has been made of it is a little too much and we shouldn't want.
Okay. Just I'm taking one point from your observation is that a bit of the question is directed to you. Do you think the best 11 was selected for the day for the final, or you have a different opinion?
I have a 50-50 answer to it. On the day they announced that Ashwin is not playing and the kind of decisions that they took, it was quite understandable. And even if if could have played Ashwin, we don't know how the result would have been. And in the first innings, you saw Shardul Thakur scoring runs. Now we could have had an Ashwin there, and he could have scored much lesser. The deficit would have been more, and then Ashwin would have bowled really well in the second innings, but still we would have been chasing 350 or 375. So it's a tough decision. As for Ishan Kishan, I think he has not been proven yet to really guarantee a place as a batter. So I'll just take this team. It's fine.
Okay. Okay, there were some reactions after the match, and that chiefly came from Rohit Sharma and Rahul Dravid, where they were blaming the bowling. I understand that they had the advantage of a green pitch, and it was bouncy, but still they conceded 450 plus runs. Do you think that kind of that justified, the only the bowling can be blamed because the batsmen they also did a shoddy job in the first inning? Tejas?
No, it's just not about just bowling or batting for me. I think the whole, I mean, fielding was decent, I guess, but yeah, all the 11 players are responsible for the defeat. Yes, bowlers did start well. They could have, bowled a little better, especially Umesh Yadav and to an extent Shardul Thakur as well. Both of them were way below par, according to me, and Shami was looking off color as well. I wouldn't want to get into any, acclimatization and all those things, but I still feel you cannot just bowl, blame just bowling over there. It's the all 11 players, no? All should be held responsible for the defeat.
Tejas, it's okay to blame the bowlers, the batsmen. What is your opinion about the blame being shifted to the coaching? I personally feel that the bowling has declined after Arun has left the squad, because he used to motivate his bowlers and all that. I don't think so. Paras Mamre is doing a great job, and Paras Mamre is only there because of Rahul Dravid. So your opinion on this, a short one. I will be moving. I will be taking this question to Bidhu also.
No, the only thing I would like to say is fast bowlers don't bowl much these days, especially if they're playing at home. And that is showing when they go abroad and then try to win matches for you. If you continue to have turning pitches in the home ground where the fast bowlers are reduced to absolute nothing, this is going to happen. Doesn't matter the team management. I think the problem lies there.
Bidhu, your thoughts on the coaching?
I think the bowlers have changed. The time that you were mentioning, we had bowlers like Bumrah and Ishan to a larger extent. Only continuity is Mohammad Shami. The rest of the bowlers, I think the only series that we can mention is the Australian tour, and there every single bowler played, every net bowler played, and we know that is the one or two test matches that they are going to play. So in that front, I think it's a new set of bowlers, and what Tejas is saying is true, and they have to really modify themselves to bowl longer spells. Can they keep up the intensity and the line and length which is required for test match cricket when the number 7 and number 8 are starting to score? Because it is easy to get top order wickets, but then when you are bowling the ball at a 60th over or 70th over, the older ball, can you run in with the same intensity and hit the right line and length in overseas conditions? So that is something, the question comes to preparedness, and I don't think they have the right kind of preparation for it.
Okay. I know we are not experts on the game of cricket, but from a fan perspective, do you think the Indian team needs a relook? We need to rebuild the test team at least, given that Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, they are what, 35 plus? So, do you think that there has to be certain changes when it comes to handling these grades of the game?
Yeah, I mean, not just the test matches, right? And I think one particular thing always goes under the radar is what happens when Ashwin and Jadeja retire. We don't have a proper spinner as well. It's just not about the batting, right? We don't even have good spinners coming through the domestic ranks, who can be relied upon. So I think it needs overall change, but I feel that's one thing that we are good at right now, which is spin bowling department. That will go away in a year or two, and we should be planning for that as well.
Okay. And okay, moving from the Indian cricket team, let's celebrate the Australian cricket team. They did a great job in this tournament. So, which Australian player impressed you the most? Bidhu?
I would go with Scott Boland because he was not in the playing 11. If just like if Hazelwood would have been there. So and the way Australia are seeing this test match is like a pre-2 Ashes series, and they really have found someone who can actually play first couple of Ashes matches. So I would say in that respect, Scott Boland. Um, Alex Carey is someone I got surprised by. In both the innings, he played well. At least if he would have played well in one innings, we would have thought it's a kind of a fluke or he applied himself. But playing well in both the innings, and he also had played well in the T20 World Cup as well. So he seems like a all-format kind of a player.
Yeah.
And usually, the wicket keepers of Australian team post Gilchrist do not score against India. So this has come as a big setback. And the last time Tim Penn was there, we could get him out. But these two players, I think, surprised me most.
Yeah, especially that innings of Alex Carey in the second innings when he did a partnership with Mitchell Starc. I think that changed the game entirely in their favor. It put the game entirely in their favor. And Tejas, same question to you, Australian, who impressed you the most?
I can't look beyond Scott Boland, to be honest. I'll
Uh,
go to that. I think his accuracy is probably, it's a big praise for someone who has played only few test matches. I would go with Glenn McGrath, the kind of accuracy he has. You could see that, in the first innings as well, Rohit was set. I think he had couple of really good shots, and then the moment he came on, made him. Second over, made him. And then I think Cummins took a wicket, and then Boland came in as well. I haven't seen anyone bowl so accurately over the last few years. I think Muhammad Abbas comes a little close with respect to accuracy. He also doesn't have much pace, but Scott Boland, man, I thought MCG against England was flash in the pan, but he's a real deal. And I would see him play ahead of Mitchell Starc in the first Ashes Test match.
Okay. On that note, just your thoughts, because this is not discussed as much as it used to be before. Your thoughts on a bowling captain. It means like last what it was Wasim Akram whom we used to praise. After that, probably Sean Pollock. Your thoughts on bowling captains? Are they a rare breed? Or India should look at certain options like that. What are your thoughts?
This is for whom? This is for me.
Both of you.
Okay, I think we were very close. Justin Brumrah was almost the vice captain to a certain number of test matches. But see, there's a reason why bowling, we don't have much of a fast bowling captains. We do have spinners who are captains. The reason is of the fitness. If there is some injury, they will obviously have to step out, and there will be discontinuity in captaincy. Else, we would have had bowling captains much regularly. Sean Pollock was again, at that time, South Africa did not have anyone else. Else, I don't think the captaincy would have fallen on Sean Pollock. But once he got it, he really made great use of it, and he elongated the number of times he could captain South Africa. But I don't see Pat Cummins as as someone as a great captain. Maybe he would show something in the future, but as of now, he's doing a decent job. And again, Australia do not have much of an alternative. So obviously, the captaincy would not have gone to a Steve Smith or a David Warner, and he was the only guy left. So, but he is doing decent things. Ashes would define him, and this one-off test match won't define him because India are not good abroad touring sides. So they can celebrate this win, but I won't count this win as something which is which highlights his captaincy. We have to wait for the Ashes and see how well it does.
Okay. And Tejas, do you like bowling captains or wicket-keeper cum batsman captain?
I mean, I think, wicketkeeper captains are good because they have a really good view of the proceedings. So always helps. I think Dhoni acknowledges that whenever he's keeping his, it really helps. But bowler captains, that captain has to give up one format completely, if not two. If they are planning to play all three formats and going to abroad and playing all the leagues, I don't think that's going to happen. Like Pat Cummins, he decided not to go to the IPL. He came back fresh. He was a little rusty, bowled a few no balls, but Pat Cummins is Pat Cummins, right? If he's maintaining like that, I'm really in for bowling captains because he'll get new perspective, new ideas as well. But if you want to play all three formats of the game, I'd still prefer a batsman to be the captain.
Okay. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of this special episode where we discussed about the final day and a rightful champion for the second installment of the World Test Championship. It has been a great discussion so far. Ladies and gentlemen, do like, share, and subscribe to Toast the Toss and the Toast Network, where we also discuss Formula One. On that note, thank you. Good day. Bye.